but we don't want to empower people here. We say that our lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you really breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go up? You want to increase the tax.
Okay, forget that one now.
And then when you come and talk about tolerancing or whatever,
okay, forget that one now.
And then when you come and talk about tolerancing or whatever,
okay, forget that one now.
Tolerancing or whatever,
okay, forget that one now.
Finally,
and then when you come and talk about tolerancing or whatever,
okay, forget that one.
Because it is a time to be happy. It is nobody time when the country is not better. It is everybody time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, Brother Saccoles, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for Saccoles. Brother Saccoles, they are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern your people. They got people that got degrees, they know nothing. They only pass around with every paper that they can't achieve nothing from.
And 2G5, that's so small thing to identify. One day, make sure we are talking. Then he say, he won't send the money back. So, yeah, we'll send the money back. I raise the 2G5. Get a 2G5, the job I got to send it to you. I get a 2G5. The money there. They were displayed. I raised 60,000. I sent the 60,000 by my better pay the rent. But the baby in 40, get a better 20. You go better. I probably just all the letters. Go better. I said, Papa, you go better. You gotta go identify our people, you know. I sent 10 grand. Papa, go back, also then 10, you know, also then was a beating, you know that, right? Also then 10 colas, gloves. Carry to the hospital. The papa eat the 10G. And you know what I know is tough? The whole traditional nonsense. You know, uncle now, you know, you can't go question your uncle. But you fast. The papa come on. Anybody that you can get money for something, they give you something that wasn't there. That's corruption. Joseph Warren, when I don't die. So we are saying 2G5. That's so small thing to identify. One day, make sure we are talking. Then he say, he won't send the money back. So yeah, we'll send the money back. I raise the 2G5. Get a 2G5, the job I got to send it to you. I get a 2G5. The papa can eat money there. You don't know what it is. You know the parliament I have. They were displayed. I raised 60,000. I sent the 60,000 by my better pay the rent. But the baby in 40, get a better 20. You go better. I probably just all the letters. Go better. I said, Papa, you go better. You gotta go identify our people, you know. I sent 10 grand. Papa, go back, also then 10, you know, also then was a beating, you know that, right? Also then 10 colas, gloves. Carry to the hospital. The papa eat the 10G. And you know what I know is tough? The whole traditional nonsense. You know, uncle now, you know, you can't go question your uncle. But you fast. The papa come on. Anybody that you can get money for something, they kill or something that wasn't there. That's corruption. The man is running around. The next one of the man. So, he acts as though he is so straight. And you know, sometimes they say, can't spend time and can't slave with me that different things. I never knew the man that well. Sam was supporting him.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
Don't change. Men who suffer. Mr. Baga, you will smear something soon. Mr. Baga, you will smear something soon. If you don't change, men will suffer with you in a down, valley, and the rest of it. You took all the lucrative jobs you are giving it to go from Wall Street. Will not pour set fire on you in the city here. I will clap for them. Don't use wisdom and allow people around you to mislead you. People who suffer with you in the daily water, you forgetting about them. Ask President Weah. He did that mistake with real seditions that sacrifice. Then they join the opposition and fire back. You learn lesson. You already old. You can't learn. You fall down. Just wait. You forget the last time you freeze? Just wait. Don't use wisdom. Those that wait with you, those that struggle you, all through the counties. Just wait. Just wait. I'm my advance, but just wait. They ain't praying. We'll get there. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Some people.
And then when you come and talk about totalitarianism or whatever,
Okay, forget that one now.
Totalitarianism or whatever,
Okay, forget that one now.
Finally,
and then when you come and talk about totalitarianism or whatever,
Okay, forget that one
oh yes, indeed. Forget that one now. We understand. Hey, all right. Hey, the book people. This is the very lady that can be sitting on spoon and be talking. We are there. We are weather. Totalitarianism, that what the lady can pronounce. She has been living here in America forever. And the book people. And when you come to talk about the hey, my people, unity partner we say, door people there, all can be putting their more on job with people. Small war, all the small training in elementary school, and doing social study and civics, types of government or forms of government. They reading it every day. They training can be saying the thing, the ABC, passing around in the community. 5-year-old training can be passing around. Totalitarianism, fascism, nepotism. The training can be dancing, playing now 2P, totalitarianism. They go tell the B woman to say that I can't great put the woman in problem. That lady where you can hear be making sure more on spoon talk. Oh, so we are and where the go ask her I can't create go say something small. Then she won't kinda I can't alle she no boy you don't talk then you can't talk about to. Hey Lord, these people here will kill us in the town. Oh, these book people will kill us. These book people, like book people, then when they show face, you can run away. What? What a Wednesday. What a way to begin.
One more freedom
Good morning, our people. Good morning, Liberia. To authority. Adi Bonswe Buffon.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters.
Bunch of nincompoops.
They were liberators. But when they killed their time, they changed their mind.
Acting like they are some sort of intelligent people because they identify with a rogue organization, the Unity Party, and that's all the measure for them of what it is to be an intelligent, well-spoken person. Then when push comes to shove, then you get to ta. Good morning. This is Liberia's biggest breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise, on Freedom 87.9. Somebody say the FMR. Welcome and welcome, just wherever you are this morning. What a great way we like to welcome all of you, our friends, our followers. To those of you in the diaspora, it's always good to have you join us for breakfast right here on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. These are difficult times. Trajectory as we're experiencing rivers and rollbacks on almost all of the steady gains that we have made as a country. The regime today is repressive. The regime is roguish. Oh yeah, this is what we have on our hands. That functional a system, a rubber stamp legislature, a compromised judiciary, and a selfish, self-seeking executive. So the masses are left hopeless, dying from hunger, starvation all over the place. Families are unable to pay their children's school fees. Even as we speak now, parents are owing schools. Schools administrations are unable to provide the necessary equipment and, of course, material relevant to the education of the kids, because the parents are not paying the money. Armed robbery and drugs. Guess what, Liberia? Almost 2 years now, the government has been seizing drugs. Where are they carrying the drugs? Last time we spoke with an official or somebody affiliated with the LDEA. And they told us that no, they gotta wait for the warehouse to get full force. And we are getting some unconfirmed report that there are elements within the regime that are recycling these drugs. Well-positioned and well-placed elements, and these things are going on in the country. But wait, we will get there. Don't rush, we will get there. We'll put our hands on it and we'll come here, we'll call names. We'll not be afraid, we'll call the names to you. We'll tell you, say this person, that person, they are involved with this recycling drugs in the country. This is another big thing that's coming to haunt the Boakai administration. They pretend outside like they are seizing drugs and what have you, and subsequently the powerful people, the big people that are making decisions on the leadership of the LDEA will go behind the scene and collect these drugs and recycle them on the market. This is where we are. Too many things to talk about, lots of things happening in the country. And of course, like we told you way before, that the president had planned to travel out of the country to visit 2 countries. Then we told you Paris, France, and of course Qatar. And guess what? And when the sedition said the Unity Party and Mr. Bouakai are copycats, the UP multi-banks get angry and they start to speak cluelessly. But the facts keep manifesting. Bouakai, with all their experience and things right now, they not papa all around, they went Kosovo and things, no way they come back, they got to follow Jawira footsteps. Where was Jawira on the area he used to go and interact with people in France then. Or Qatar and other places to buy them. The old man go hustles, France. We're not hearing nothing. That beautiful photo scheme from there, photo shoot. Now he has gone to the UAE. We are getting reports that he has some meetings with the UAE Emir on yesterday also. So you can imagine how Bouakai was begging you, the last time my predecessor, you carry hospital in Popolo. As soon we want to be talking about, so you please help or you please do something for all. Easy. The pressure too much. Yeah, we know Jawira are your friend, but you please help or you do something. The man begging on his stomach, easy. Hey. For the 2 years of experience, diplomatic contact.
Say they were liberators when they were coming.
Following behind Jawira, man, and begging the man to have mercy. Okay, small thing just for you to come by anytime and start making more. But you don't get the grace that Jawira get. Hey, you understand? When Jawira bringing the Arab people here, the very Unity Party, they come in, take over the country. The Muslim people, Jawira bringing, he ain't even no diplomacy. Man, when market there for the country.
Killing our children.
You all can remember that private plane that came with plenty, sheikhs, all of them, the Alaji, then they line up with their white gowns and the Unity Party folks were passing all around talking nonsense. They're going to go big, my people, they're going, that they're the end of Bouakai and Katumo, they all lay down on their stomach. They say, Ime, easy. Shit. Yeah, even you can't do the same Emirate Hospital, but just tell us something what we will tell the people. When Kosovo, they lie to us. When China, they lie. So we won't carry something from UAE. Look, man, my name is Abu, and of course, we're going to spend time on the conversation relative to the government's proposal of a contractual agreement awarded to a Sierra Leone company that we are developing, and of course digging out and exposing a whole lot of controversy, a whole lot of unclear issues with the terms and conditions of the contracts and all of these. Like we say, whenever these things come out, we'll spend time on it, expose it for each and every Liberian citizens out there to have a clear perspective on these things. So the raping of your country that's going on, nobody will say, we didn't know about it. So for all we can take sufficient time, we explain it, we break it down so that Musu, Lopo, Kemane, all of y'all that are crying, you'll know how your country, the old man Jeff Banjo in the country, talking about over $300 million to a Sierra Leone company. With no due diligence, no due process, no feasibility studies, no competitive bidding. Handpick a Sierra Leone company and just get a contract violating PPCC laws of the country. My name is Abu, and of course, Hagar is here. Hagar, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Abu. It's good to be back here this morning, and we are grateful to God for the gift of life. We are counted amongst the living today, and it's all God's doing. So, good morning. Too many things to talk about here this morning, and I sat back this morning laughing when You played a teaser there from the lady on the spoon talk. It took my mind back to the Capitol building when the District 3 representative from Nimba County was there struggling.
Yeah,
But
I
it's good.
seen you there,
Well, it's good that
what kind of word I
we.
want struggling on saying? Okay,
it's,
yeah, I
it's,
get
it's
it.
reciprocity he was
Yeah,
struggling to pronounce.
reciprocity.
Yeah, he was struggling to pronounce. So we are here. We good. We here. You know, all of these things when we say them, we don't intend to actually make mockery of them, but we just
No,
want you
that you
to.
not intend to.
We just
I intend to make
want you
mockery.
to. We just want you
Let
to
me get that clear.
understand. We just want you to understand that everyone can make mistakes. Everyone may have their own issues, right? But when somebody want to take another person issue to be like, hey, this is the only person that can do this, no. There are people who have tried pronouncing words, not that they are not able to pronounce them, but they have to find a better way out to pronounce them. But when it happens that way, you feel like, oh, that person door, this is where we are now. What can we say about you people? But it's good we are here this morning, Abu, and it's good to be back together this morning.
Yeah, fair enough. But for me, trust me, the UP people that dullness. No mistake. That big head about rusty woman will sit on national platform. They're not your own world. The mentor 18, you know you can close your mouth. They get category of fools. They get private fools and public fools. Private fools are fools that accept their limitations.
Mm-hmm.
They know they don't know it,
live with it.
and they live for it. They don't come out and trying to impress or trying to do something. But public fools are fools who know that they are foolish. They don't know it. They go out there and expose their foolishness. So Akagre uses the word, and you know it. For you to stay in your private foolishness, you do it. You go put your money inside, you expose your foolishness, it becomes public. So everybody know that you publicly that you're foolish. Then you say, no, you shouldn't talk it that way. You say, oh, that mistake, no, that foolishness, that dullness. Like every other person having conversation, they have different ways to transition, to break in. Like for me, most times if you listen to me and I'm having conversation, I will most likely be like, trying to something. Other people will have different other ways, right? And so President Weah, when he's speaking, weather, and then he moved to the next point.
And basically,
So you use that. They very little. Every time she uses that, say because the man can transition and
so
that means he does.
It is only people with limited mindset will think that is being done. Because Abu, have you? I'm sure you are a football fan. You always follow football games. Have you listened to footballers being interviewed or whether their coaches being interviewed? You don't find them speaking loosely and endlessly like we can always speak as Liberians. You always find them speak
having that break.
and take that break and continue from where they stop and see something else that they want to say. But in my country here, when you hear somebody saying or you feel like the person is shy, the person is dull, the person they know their left from that right. But it's basically because some of you, if you say the way I can talk foul or no punctuation mark.
And sometimes it depends the length. Then you say, oh, they're the person looking for war. But it's not a bad thing, absolutely, to look for war, even in conversation, all right? When you're making speech and all that. Because you're addressing people, you have to be careful. Yeah, but you have to be mindful of the length and all of that. Yeah, we'll know that you can talk about these technical things. And then you have to understand the speaker. This man is a man that is multilingual. He has been exposed to different other, languages. Italian, Arabic, French, and English. And those that really pay attention to the Francophone, right, when they're speaking, and language when they're speaking, these dregs, these, where the monsieur le professeur, blablabla, you know, je suis le parti, all those things.
Yo, what am you know? As in, I know what talking.
All those things that people can do it to beautify their conversation, to beautify the language and all of that. So it may coming from there, and you know, when speaking Italian, you see a kind of mixture of all of these things. Man, speaking English, you see, but you just you jump from Nikutan, passing around, you jump Kulu, you enter the American society, the whole more inside. That's so English direct. You just used to our regular way of talking. The way all looking, right? But somebody who have gotten exposed to different mixtures and you know and stuff, you say the person got to run the thing just like you.
You can run it.
Yeah. And because the person is not doing that, so you equate that to
Being door.
intelligence. This is the height of you know stupidity that I find with the Unity Party, and this is deliberately done. And this is why the rest of us Liberians will have to be mindful. But again, at the end of the day, they're supposed in district number 3. Nimba Kante, when you ask him, he say, "Oh yeah, we're in Unipa. My man, these man, I thought of man, these people that are gonna go be a modern to call reciprocity. Let
me try and see whether
right. Then he jumped to the other lady, right, on the spoon talk. Okay, you look at smart people that because you say they are affiliated or associated or you know, I mean take side with the CDC, that means absolutely they adore. You see, this is unfair. And it is good that if we adore people coming up, if we adore people, call it back, because they fit in why they did reset up. So reset up people, they plenty. I mean, you party lawmaker, reciprocal secretary arrangement. What
You know, our
did this?
embassies in Washington
You
DC
belong
have been
in
issuing visas to the American who want to come here on that basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocal visas to the American who want to come here on that basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocal reciprocity. On the basis of that, reciprocal on that basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocal reciprocity, and on the basis of that. Basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocal reciprocity.
Yeah, bro. And these are the people that will be bullying CDC.
Nigga get up, man. I'm also man.
Yeah, smart because we the United Party people, sumo wall and reciprocity. They probably this kind of the whole Nima candidate men spoil
He's from district number 3.
Yeah, district number 3, the whole district number 3 men spoil. Say, oh, district number 3. You know, by being the representative of the people, it means. I mean, sometimes people try to misunderstand these things, but leadership, that's how it comes, right? The cream de la cream are the ones that you give leadership to. That's why people go into processes to evaluate. Because whatever that individual does out there reflects an image of the society that they are coming from. Then you go care Naked Glade. Say, oh, Naked Glade, the American people have extended the visa duration and say, yeah, you know, Liberia have been and then the American so reciprocity naked. Then they say, oh, naked will not forgive that one. You know, the men coming from way in the interior and see. So let's go to the United Party book people saying that in America the ones that were doing live every day and insulting George Weah and everything and saying that this, that. They say, oh, say Glendy can't talk. Glendy say, if you want to talk about that,
Oh God, my country.
Huh? So, and it seems like these things are always with the United Party folks, because when you lie, you say you're clever and you're actually not clever, that how you can be doing this kind of thing.
On the basis of that and on the basis of reciprocal
reciprocal evaluation. My man, this is so disturbing. Absolutely disturbing. But you know what? This is the law that the very United Party has brought the country. That is the standard that you brought. That is the measure. The other day, you had a whole deputy minister, Dexine, at a confirmation hearing, struggle to give the elementary definition of what government is. Government. Imagine that is a mother of a home with children that pupils that are in secondary school.
I was something I used to
and that man is not able to define government. So imagine that pupil coming home with a social study assignment.
Giving it to the man.
The man
yet the pen.
Most of the children you see, the teacher, let me tell you, most of the children you see when they bring the assignment, they can fit inside of their man, they can do the United Party and partner. If you check the record, United Party children that are in the school, they can feel plenty because they're mind partner. Because how you go give a deputy minister assignment to go do the define government?
And she was proudly shouting with you. Government is for the people, by the people.
Proudly talking nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I mean, proudly, authoritatively saying nonsense. But these are the people that deceive our country people and tell them, say, oh, that we the smart people, that we the intelligent people. So now you be saying, I'll be looking at somewhere, man. Just challenge the IQ. Someone they can research, they can read, they can just jump. They just stereotypical in their arguments. Oh, the fact that it's CDC, so oh yeah, they always say move for CDC, and that's all. They can't bring any logic. Nothing, absolutely. They cannot exhaustively hold on an argumentation and convincingly make points with references and that make logical sense. And all they will do, they will start branding you, they will bully you, they will call you names. That's the United Party push cream in argument. You call them to real debates, and that's what they do. As soon as you start pushing them, then they join and go for your picture. Oh, the person that CDC is about. Look at the case with the NTA. Oh, my picking Chingude Flomo. You go lie on the people and they say the boss's skin this day. The official release from the entity say that the people get their entity. Mm-hmm. The people say, no, our boss's skin this morning, 9 a.m. Then he said no. He said that's not true. That lie. The boss's king that time. Because you already lie. You have misinformed your audience. The entity itself put out an official communication
informing the public about when
that this is when the boss came, dismissing your disinformation, misinformation. Then you come in arrogant, United Party arrogant. You say, oh no, that lie. In fact, the public relations officer that CDC man, you go start taking all kind of things, and that's the people will start bullying the man. Then the youth league chair of the party who works at the entity as one of the deputies came out to correct you, say, oh no, my man, forget about this man party thing, the man a professional man, he's only then he say, oh, then you jump from there, you say, oh, in fact that man, that man paid due to CDC. Your local argument. Leaving the issue. They can always leave the issue, they jump to personal issue, branding, tagging, stereotyping, and blah blah blah. And for them, by the fact that you're associated with CDC, that means they uses that to dismiss you. They would rather use that to dismiss the validity of your argument. And where in the world this is logical? You're scapegoating. Normally, when people in get argument, you get issue, like what they will do. As soon as you start talking, you giving out and start causing man call. And what Daniel Sano they can do. Jeremy Pia. So this is the problem.
She would have done all she looking on people.
Yeah, stand on that. Stand on
There's totalitarianism,
Repeatedly.
pure
Say it.
totalitarianism.
And then when you come and talk about
I don't know, yeah. You in school, the teacher say the word, then you say,
And
Okay,
in fact,
forget
she
that one now.
wouldn't
I
have for
understand.
Abu if you do it. Look,
There's
yeah,
totalitarianism,
so look, she maybe
pure totalitarianism.
stood up. If she said,
and then when you come and talk about total
Okay, forget that one now. I understand. Okay, forget that one now. I understand. Okay, forget that one now. I understand.
and the people that say they rescue in the country, they know book that y'all rescue official in there. I can't agree from CDC. Y'all say CDC put door. I can't agree. Pronounces the war accurately. Totalitarianism. Simple thing. The method is small thing. It's just like the teacher in the student. Can't say your owner. You got play again. Like your I can't CDC.
There's totalitarianism,
UP.
pure totalitarianism.
I go to UP.
and then when you come and talk about total
Now UP.
Okay, forget that one now. I understand. Okay, forget that one now. I understand.
she still
Okay,
won't pronounce
forget
it, you know. When you want
There's
proof that
totalitarianism.
when you appear like you got something you want to prove, you always put yourself in problem. This is where we are. All the way they say pet no more, yeah, we understand. I won't forget about it, but she still
There's
want to prove.
totalitarianism, pure totalitarianism.
and then when you come and talk about total
Okay, forget that one now. I understand. Okay, forget that one now. I understand. Okay, forget that one now. I understand.
Our embassies in the Washington D.C. have been issuing, visas to the Americans who want to come here on that basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocity, enrichment. Our embassies in the Washington D.C. have been issuing, visas to the Americans who want to come here on that basis, and on the basis of that, reciprocity, on the basis of that, reciprocity, reciprocity, on the basis of that, reciprocity, enrichment, on the basis of that, reciprocity, enrichment.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah.
that hold on one there. I mean, this is it. So that is clear to dismiss. The political party you associate with does not determine your intelligence. The organization that you're part of does not guarantee whether you're smart or you're articulate and all of that. Right? So to dismiss that that notion that the UP have sold to the gullible masses for years and ages. Every now and then you find these UP gobblers passing around and embarrassing and disgracing the Queen's language. Big-headed men, rusty men, and women cannot pronounce an elementary words by themselves. They're struggling. And the other one saying he lawmaker. Imagine a lawmaker. This man go sit on the table to represent Labrador somewhere. To just pronounce the word reciprocity, they must be struggling even the people like that. you know, reciprocal. Say, hey, Nima, he got how God. Prince Jonathan was shaking the grave. Say, tell me, the revolution has failed. The revolution fought for our children to be able to represent us. Then the UP women, they say, oh, totalitarianism. But I was sweating. You see the woman on the TV, she's sweating. Just to pronounce small little what the children can be playing now for with 2P now for in a community with totalitarianism. The grandma sweating. These are serious issues. But anyway, we'll go there. Let's flip to some of why we're here. And folks, we want to thank you all for all of your support and everything, and you keep supporting freedom. We have our anniversary coming up for 9 years and all of that. 9 years of unflinching commitment to the Liberian people in radical ways, confronting our oppressor and confronting the people who have elected, right, to steal from the Liberian people. And today we have a calamity on our hands that's not only committed to being reckless with leadership, but have invested all of their energy in stealing the future of our unborn generation. They are mortgaging, they're illegally contracting our natural resources clandestinely. And it's not about you and myself, it will be off. What kind of country will be left for the unborn generation? So some of you, the elders out there, the grandpa, the grandma, the ma and the pops out there, do you sit and think that the danger that's happening now, the dangers that's going on, the breakdown that's happening, the mortgaging that's going on, stands greatly to affect the future of your grandchildren? Or have we become so heartless that we are not concerned about posterity? What kind of society are we that we sit down, we see broad day flagrant abuses, and we are silent on it? Look at Liberia. You think this country is normal and everybody's okay? It has to take young men like us in our mid-30s to be speaking out when you all are there with the education, the financial wherewithal, the capacity to rally and stand up against narcissism, totalitarianism, fascism. You're not. But you celebrate when other society make triumph to defy fascism, Nazism, and of course totalitarianism. Other society are making strides to fight it. You clapping. I'm seeing Liberians are posting the victory of Zoran Mamdani in the U.S. New York mayoral election. You know why the war is celebrating? Because he has defeated creeping fascism in the world's largest democracy. He has defeated creeping authoritarianism in the world's biggest democracy. People may not like him. People may not have approval for him. People may have religious bias towards him. But his victory is being owned by everybody in New York and across America. But in Liberia, we are clapping, but at the same time, we are silent when Mr. Boakai is leading the country dangerously. When Mr. Boakai and his cronies are ripping this country off. Nobody's talking. All of you advocates, voices in this country have gone silent. So the day young men like us gets tired, which we are not praying for, but for some reasons, because nobody even gave us that. Nobody even gave us appreciation. Nobody does that. Liberia is a country that's been forgotten and abandoned by its own citizens, its own people. All of you, your attitude, your inaction to stand up, to support genuine cause that says we must preserve the integrity of this country, irrespective of who's in power, you don't support it. Even phone call to say, oh, gentlemen, oh yeah, you may find our argument as beneficiary to a particular group of people and all of that, but beyond that, you have to identify with the cause that says the direction in which the country is proceeding is unacceptable, because we have kids that are being born in Liberia that deserve better. Look at the schools. Schools are broken down. Look at the hospitals. When we come here and criticize and announce and report to you the breakdown in the healthcare sector, how do you feel as a pop, a mom, a grandpa, a grandma in Liberia? How do you feel? That is the kind of decadence that you're going to transition to posterity and you feel accomplished. That is heartlessness. That is selfishness. A society that does not care for posterity, that makes decisions only about themselves and selfish political, personal aggrandizement, is a society that's not worth. And that's what we're proving to the rest of the world. Madani, the Jewish community in New York, huge concentration of the Jewish community, they are aware of Madani's position on the Israel and Gaza or Palestinian conflict. But when it comes to where they are and the future that holds for them, they know what is upon them is disastrous. Because it is not a matter of Trump in the warehouse. It is a matter of the indoctrination that Trump is stamping on the society. That you have landlords, bosses who feels this Trump syndrome, fermenting these kinds of attitudes on other people, whether migrant or other people and things. Is that the society you want to keep living in? So New York rose up against it and said no. Resounding way. Look at the election. The country, America have seemingly rejected the Republicans. It's a wake-up call, not only for America, but for all of us. Let's come to Liberia. What is the difference? That attitude, that kind of extreme far-right attitude of entitlement, exclusion, demonization, orchestration, where you ostracize a segment of the people, disdain them, treat them anyway, anyhow, in their own country. You treat people names, you treat people identity. You do that to the society can rise up against you. There's a wake-up call for Mr. Trump. Now look, those kinds of nationalist, extreme nationalist agendas are unacceptable in the globalized environment that we have today. The world is a global village. These are tendencies that defy globalization. Globalization talks more about how the world can integrate, work together. And you try to nationalize and, sectionalize. Look at what Mr. Barker is doing in Liberia. Is it not the same if Americans can stand up while Liberia is not standing up? The very same. Anything that is not Republican, Mr. Trump's attitude towards it is un-American. It's undemocratic for the most part. In Liberia, anything that's not Unity Party, even if it benefit the country here, it benefit the citizen, Mr. Bwaka will stop it. Let's go to Bon County. You said the people did not submit plan or request for the government to see it. We say, oh, okay, yeah, we made a mistake. They send the plan in. What did he do? You blacking it, you say you get money now to build it, the bridge that was never in your plan. What kind of society are you building? Eh? You go for Musa Bilete business, a Liberian man, a Liberian company. Eh? Listen to Madani's speech. Yeah. You see the row from the crowd, the people. When you oppress and suppress the people, Liberians may not have the courage like Americans, but this is how people are feeling. Sackless, the younger boys, you're making them to feel lesser human being in their country. Everybody cannot be Harvard graduates. Everybody cannot be Cambridge, Oxford graduates. There are people who are at the bottom.
To the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside union.
You run a system of government that ostracizes the working class, that focuses on the elite, promote elitism and elite programs and policies. You send armed police officers with tear gas and run after the plebeians, the daily hustlers. You deny them the policy of the government. You have your city mayors across these different cities breaking our people market stalls where they depend on for survival. What are you doing, Mr. President? What are you doing? What is the difference? You listen to Madani. You brought up a system that allowed billionaires, and in the context of Liberia, the elite, the so-called educated, to breach the laws, go to the court and get any kind of rate and go and break down the poor people's homes and lay claim to lands. Acres and acres of land. Take it from our people. Hey, God.
Well, you could not have said it any better than you've done. It's important, and I like how you started talking about the anniversary of Freedom FM. Freedom is turning 9 years on the 16th. 9 years of sacrifices. And like Abu have said, the courage that young men and women like us here gathered every day to speak for our country, speak for the people who can speak for themselves. That courage is amongst few in our country. The Liberia that we have today is the Liberia that once your pocket is being fed by someone, you don't care about the greater good of the citizen. That's why you see many of our friends have turned to Facebook bloggers. Many of our friends have turned to bootleggers only because they are unable to live according to the standard that we have set. You know how many times we get tempted? You know how many times people will take phone and call us and say, oh, I mean, you're too young for that struggle. You have to be this way. You have to be that way. But we've said to ourselves, for the good of our country and the citizenry, we could go and choose whatever we want, put in our pocket, live the best life. How is it going to impact our country? Today, when we leave from Liberia and travel to another country, whether in West Africa or outside of West Africa, or maybe outside of Africa, We come back and condemn the status quo of our country. We condemn the living conditions of Liberians. We condemn law enforcement officers. We condemn how the standard have been set in our country. But we are unable in our country to stand up to ensure that our country is brought on par with other countries. They tell you people in Baka government today who are working in this government, they don't know that things are not normal. They tell you people working in this government or people living even in this country today that voted for this government, they tell you they don't understand that the government has swerved or have disappointed the reason for which they voted this government. They know them. But once their pocket is being fed, once somebody can pick up phone and call and say, my man, where are you? Can I go to and so place? You go there, they take 5 out 10 and they give you put in your pocket. No, to hell with the entire country. To the point that when you decide to be truthful to yourself, when you decide to be patriotic in your conversation, in your struggle, in your advocacy, people see you to be stupid. They criticize you, they look down on you, they insult you, they say whatever they want to say. What's the legacy that we are setting for our generation yet unborn? What's the standard that we are setting? Liberia has been like this from government to government because our standard have not been set. When we are given the opportunity to go to election, we don't choose competence. We don't choose or we don't elect people who are interested in the growth and development of our country. We choose people who are able to give us money, buy us laptop, give us cup of rice. These are the people that we can elect. And when we elect them, they get there and start to do something contrary from what their promises were. Because the fight is you allow your belly to run you, you allow your pocket, you allow what you want to run your mind in decision making. And then when we start to feel the pinch of our wrong decisions, then we start to say and start calling our abandoned districts, abandoned county, abandoned this. But Liberians, we've not set a standard today. Look at what is happening in our country. Look at what is happening. The constitution of our country has been disrespected consistently by this government. Who is able to speak? Government officials, church leaders, pastors, who could speak before, they are not speaking today because they are benefiting from the wrong system, the spoiled system. And we expect that our country will get transformed. You know, the wrong thing about our wrong decision always is what we are doing to our country today. We feel like we are only doing it to this generation, but it has caused problem for a generation, and it will cause problem for future generation, because when the standard is not set today, the very spoiled system continue to run. Tomorrow it is benefiting you today, so you don't see it as a spoiled system. But tomorrow, when this very system is against you, when you have absolutely no opportunity to benefit from what you have set, and when the system is against you, then you will start to complain. But this is what you've said. People say, we are Kim, he dismissed people, which is not even proving. Baka now is following the trend. He's dismissing people, even in tenure positions. When the case go to court, he called them and tell them, say, we'll pay. The standard is being set. Tomorrow, it might not be where I'll be president. It might be somebody else who will be president. That person will want to reference the spoiled system that is being set, the spoiled legacy that is being set today, and they will continue the trend on that. So 10, 15, 20 years from now, Liberia will still be stagnated. Liberia will still be at the point at which it is.
That's correct.
Go across Africa. Travel to other countries in Africa. See how many African countries are making more progress. 65-year-old Nigeria, younger countries.
Well said, let complete this man's speech is very, very important. Because in Liberia, it seems like nobody is willing
Absolutely.
Not even in the political class, nor the legal. Lawyers are compromising and backbending. Spiritual leaders are backbending. Every fabric of the society, who will be there to speak? The society must join in to complement our voices. Liberians have to stand up. This is unacceptable. We can respond to oligarchy with the strength it fears. And that's what we have to do. We have to rally and speak. And the strength that oligarchy, like what Bwaka is presiding over, fears is a united voice of courage and revolution. That's what it has to be. Everybody get their tails folded behind and shoved between their legs, and nobody is saying a ding thing. And this old man is pillaging Liberia and breaking down the fabric and igniting a culture that will haunt this society forever. Even at private programs, at marriage ceremonies, families can't sit together anymore. You go to occasion, you see rescue people standing one side, right? Opposition or CDC people standing one side. What is this? And brothers are refusing to extend invitation to brothers because they feel that they are associated with rescue government. And if you invite critical voice like Abu, you come there, other people say, oh, they meant friend Abu. What kind of society is this? The pastors are not talking. The imams are not talking. Look at our own chief imam, a disappointment, a big headable disappointment from the day that that man said that because he has the president ear, he will not use the microphone. That day, the community should have rallied and organized an election to elect an objective, forward-thinking, forward-looking chief imam of the Republic of Liberia. You're serving the underprivileged in the towns and villages, the hamlets. These citizens of the world, of God, of humanity, that do not have voice. You people are the representation of God. You are the bridge between the larger society, and you tell the society the fact that you get an ear of the president, you're not talking for them finish. So why are you still doing that? Why are you still doing that? You already achieved your highest, and so you leave for other people who will be there. But in our society, like, bro, no, the bootlicking is all over. As soon as you call the imam out, somebody say, oh, the man calling the imam out. The chief imam is my good friend. We were in the University of Liberia. When I presided over the University of Liberia Muslim Student Association, I invited him for several programs. But I think he has deviated. He has deviated his instructions. And the man is a human being. If he feels like his sentiment for the leadership today cannot allow him to adequately perform a twin mother role, it's fair. For me, I don't beat on people because of their choices. But please leave the space. If Madani, a young man in his 30s, from a minority section in America, in New York, the heartbeat of America, the world's most busy city, stand there and defy the strength of the most powerful man now, so to speak, with all of the rhetorics, and the people listen. So what are you afraid of? Contract? How much contract? They take the $1 million contract and give it to Chinese, Lebanese, and Sierra Leoneans. What kind of contract are you afraid of that you can speak of and say the truth to power? You wake up in the morning to even give full money to your wife is difficult. The women are the breadwinners today. The women got to go there hawking. Even that hawking the women have to do in the street to sell ocean slipper and ocean blouses and ocean jeans and pepper and bitter balls. The PCC people are running behind them, head or scatter your wives, but you still develop the guts. You come to Monrovia, you sit loosely on the street, and you talk and defending the spoils in the system, and you justify it by your hate and dislike for the CDC. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Today, we have to say that. So who is going to be the Madani of Liberia? This is a challenge to the opposition community. Look at you all. Even the CDC, I'm disappointed to an extent. You're allowing a free space. You think the Liberian people owe you anything? CDC, you think the Liberian people owe you? And I listen to the chairman who always be saying, oh, the people fail on their own merit. Liberians are dying. You're not speaking, you're sitting. You say, oh, the people fail on their own merit because Liberian people owe it to you. That once there's election, then they will just go carry it to you. No doubt, Liberian people love, admiration, and respect for George Weah. Nothing going to change that. But you, as an institution, if you do not demonstrate to the Liberian people that you are truly an alternative, that stand with them, stand for them, what will convince them? You think elections are won on silver platters? Under your regime, the only thing you did was to send a notice to residents in the Hotel Africa community, notifying them that this is government property. You did not even go to demolish it, just to notify them. That notification alone served as a warrant for the CDC to be rejected in District 17, particularly the Hotel Africa area. Massively rejected. The Unity Party people exploited that and stood with the people. You're saying, oh yeah, the people come into your land. And the people rejected you because they needed a voice, they needed somebody. Today, the Unity Party is there. Boakai and the Ministry of Public Works has made it a project to render over 100,000 citizens, right? 100,000 citizens homeless. The CDC is sitting hands folded. They've done nothing to stand with the people of Hotel Africa. But you want election come here, the people just wake up and go stand in line and say CDC. You, Mr. Chairman, you don't fit the bill. And I mean it. I don't owe you anything. You don't fit the bill. You're too weak. You're too weak to rally the people, to give them hope. No hope. Liberians are hopeless. They are compelled to accept the reality and sit down with it. Because nobody is standing there with them. Nobody. No institution. No organization. All you do, you are sitting, you're waiting for 2029 for the magic to happen. Oh, all you care is power. You just want power. Only power you want. So, like, people, just sit down. Right? They put ocean goods. PCC and MCC stealing it every day. The government has created no means, alternative means of survival for the Liberian people. You, as a political party, an informal political organization, institution, you have the civil society. The civil society organizations have failed the people. The political parties have failed the people. They're all sitting compromised. Human rights organization, rights group, people are being rendered homeless. They're crying. Put the screens on, put the recorders on, put everything on. Listen to Liberian people are crying. Oh, we suffer. Oh, we ain't got nowhere to go. Nobody's talking. The CDC could have resisted and compelled the government to find alternative for those families in Hotel Africa And to hell with anybody who say, and you know that government, it is the responsibility of the government to provide shelter for its citizens. You take the people from the place. So where should they go live? You display your own citizens. An irresponsible government. You have not provided job. You have not provided capacity building. The enabling economic environment you have not. All of the report are damning on the economic realities in the country. And you carry bulldozers every day, and you have political institutions, and you have a weak man as chairman of the biggest opposition political party in the country. All of them waiting for Joe Weah. Joe Weah say you going in one community. All of them wake up to jump behind Joe Weah to go in there. Weaklings, lazy minds. For how long you going to keep riding on George Weah? Riding on George Weah. For how long? Who's going to be the Madani of Liberia? In this time, we need it. We need that voice. Technically, the only opposition party, opposition figure that is challenging neck to neck that CMC and Musa Belete. It may not be enough, but when you look around, you see he is shaking them. He is responding to the oligarchy with the strength it fears. What is that strength that Musa and the CMC have identified? Meet the needs of the ordinary people. And as the CMC is meeting the needs of the ordinary people, building road for them, building bridges, it is sending a shock message to the government. What the government is doing, they're afraid, they're in panic mood, they're attacking, they go for the main business, they go for that. Oh, the almighty CDC is seeing down. Tanga code and protecting their small contract. They're protecting their small friendship. You prioritize friendship and connection to an oppressive regime over the welfare and the well-being of the masses. You're chanting massive slogans every day, Janga. Have you ever visited Hotel Africa to sit down with the people there? What kind of country is this? Look at the imams. Look at the pastors. Where are these? Sometimes you sit down, you're thinking, what is hope for Liberia? Young people are living in despair. They're giving up on their own country. No hope. The people say, oh, let's ride small motorbike to at least sustain ourselves. In the meantime, government go for them. They say, oh, they are saving lives. A motorbike can scrape their cars. Motorbike scraping their car. Gregor Como, take Batu, take Peko, go chase them, beat them. Look at the motorcycle that died right down here. Right down here. And you are civilized, justifying oppression. What kind of society are we? Unjust, unfair to the poor, unfair to the have-not. All across the town, families are being rendered homeless. You are sitting waiting for 2029. The people should endure the suffering, the agony, the pain. Even the face and challenge the status quo and challenge the demagogue in the hall. A Muslim guy. We expect a Muslim man to stand up in New York and be talking, and the people, because the people are suppressed, the people are oppressed, they want a voice. That's all the people want. In Liberia, you know how many people oppress? You know how many people suppress? But people, everybody scared now. Everybody buying into the golden statue. They don't necessarily be hiding their faces now, but they don't still sound as a moral voice because the opposition is compromised. The reason, let me tell you, the reason your leader, they're not talking, they're compromised. Some of them get contracts, some of them get businesses and things they're dealing with the regime. So the regime friends, they're getting small contract in a different area. So they're not talking. We don't know. You think we benefit and we sacrifice, we wake up every morning to come here and talk for people and give you an opportunity to come back. You think you paying us for it? risking our life, risking our families, our young family, we're risking it to come here to do these things. And you sit there, you comfortably sit, you fold your hands, and you're waiting when George say, "Oh, I'm going to Nikutan," you jump. Oh yeah, CDC come back, George come back. That how people can come back. Madani sort of sit down and fold your hand and wait. He said, "Oh, Chong will fail on his own merit, waiting for how they call the lady, waiting for Barack Obama to come back." You know what they did? Take the bull by the horn for 2 years. Where in the world you gave honeymoon to a despotic government for 2 years? Where in the world have you seen that? You know how many lives have been lost? Go to JFK. Even now we are speaking. No opportunity in the country. You're comparing the people to go for life-saving treatment. They must pay $75 to $100 on the ground 3 times a week before they get treatment. Government has erased all the free services. Opposition sat down in the country here. Our poor people, the government cancel all the free medical services across the country. By a certain moment, you say the poor people can get it free. What kind of government is this? The opposition saying they didn't do nothing. When you ask Jangako, yeah, go. The poor feel on their own man. What kind of man is that? Oh, what kind of man? You need people with balls, not weak people. Be talking. That's it. They go on talk show, be talking blah blah blah. Even as we're speaking now, there are people in Hotel Africa here, they saying and they crying, their whole life destroy everything, yellow machine. You know what I mean? To suffer, to work, and to work yourself for years. You post something down, you say, me and my grandchildren inside one morning, you just sit down, government come with yellow machine. And government not even can construct it and say, oh, the government will do this, so there's a resettlement plan, we're gonna do this, nothing. Gonna say, oh, our government property, that the law, so we're enforcing the law, bring yellow machine. What kind of law work against the people? That good law there. That good law there. Civil society are not elected. They do not seek public office, but to work to influence government programs and policy and make sure that government programs and policy meet the needs of the people. So civil society people, they think you're saying now. So the program policy breaking the people home, meeting the needs of the people. Have you asked the government what authority did you give the people? Is it fair? The scenarios you can be talking about, is this how it is done in these areas? Oh, all of you now that native bourgeois. So people riding motorcycle to survive. They putting pressure on the government. They forget about armed robbery business. They forget about jacking phone. The government can't. They say, oh, we are civilized government. We educated government. They can't even pronounce totalitarianism, but they say they educated people. Right? Reciprocity, giving them difficulties to pronounce. They say they educated people. Take the people from the street. Even today, you go down Mecklin Street, they're chasing the single mothers. Marshall, a family man left his home to go look for food for the family in service, hungry and thirsty. He fell off and died. CDC has not said a thing about it. ANC has not said a thing about it. CMC, all of you good for nothing opposition political party. You're just breading the one job we are man, breading the man. I thought the political party that institution. You see, lack of having we said doing well, young man, and something can't all authority, but it's powerful, it's good. It is signaling that there are voices that are still standing. Why have all of the other voices gone silent? Is everything okay in Liberia? No. You open the phone lines, we'll take 50 calls or 100 calls, right? 49 or 99 calls will admit to the harsh realities in the country. But yesterday you have a system, and the president doesn't even feel the pressure. The president is not even feeling the pressure. He passes around and make, reckless utterances. You have a government where the president is swimming and the leadership is swimming in errors. Hey guys, 6 days ago, the president made appointment for MD's Bureau of Concession. The Bureau of Concession and the Commission on Higher Education. 6 days later, the president makes appointment in those same areas.
And that was not the first time.
And this is not the first time, but the fact that it continues to happen because the opposition is weak, the opposition is not taking advantage of these things, right? Because this is embarrassing the repetition of the country, the repetition of the presidency of Liberia. You can't have one little girl that will be putting powder on her face every other day, right? Taking photo shoot and writing gibberish, representing the image of our presidency, and somebody say we should settle for that nonsense. If Kula is not fit, she should leave. And it is the people that can demand that you leave. We got men, trained men and women that can manage presidential communication here with utmost professionalism. Not to be putting powder on your face, passing around, then go wear something, you go wear nonsense. You be duplicating appointments, exposing the corruptibility of the presidential appointment process. That is what is exposing. 6 days later, you appoint in the same place. When on yesterday, I'm told that the Senate committee read
A communication.
a communication about Henson Kazulu appointment to that place.
And Henson again is in.
Yeah. And then hence in the net, the president said you appoint different. So how many persons going to do Bureau of Concession when? That's a failure.
And that's how the president appointed 2 persons as deputy minister for administration at the Ministry of Health. You remember Martha Morris and Roger Doma, the former representative.
They had to fire until and there are plethora of the examples in the cases all over the place. Some people only come to the public, you get 3-4 persons get appointment letter for one position. They will go, they will ball out to the office, they will make notes, all people get a group, they fire each other. The person that get the highest connect to the executive manager, the person sit down there.
And in that case, it was between Roger Doma and Prince Moi.
You see that?
So Prince Moi had to triumph over Roger,
Doma.
yeah, because of his proximity.
How do you run a country like that? How do you pretty much run a country like that? And we're left with no hope. The people now cry. When the people stand, the old man and go protest, Gary Coleman carry tear gas. He put tear gas on the people. You think the people always come there? Who's the leader? No leadership. Let's take a few calls and then we go to something else, man. It's so disheartening.
Very seriously. And this is our country. When you see these things, people see you to be maybe against them, but these are the realities. These are the fights, and it's important we see these things. We can continue to sugarcoat
nonsense with them more because the pressure not on and the pressure not reaching to their doorstep.
Oh yeah,
that the reason.
So
you who up to now you can't account for the inaugural money. That alone, right? The opposition will have stood up, and that man, the president, will disconnect himself from that man. That man stay passing around here talking loosely, talking about who will be winner in 2029, who will not be. You must give full accountability of the inaugural money. But who will win accountable? Who?
And that's why you see Unity Party folks and the government officials continue to make mockery of the common citizens, because people who are supposed to be speaking in the interest of the people are not speaking. So when Okula then go and read 2-3 confusing press releases, and then they go and do video of the president of a minister dancing and kissing the president, or in the name of a hint, something I was just given as a hint, like here I guess hint from the US embassy.
Complete mediocrity.
So all of these things are running, but the fight is nobody is willing to put the guy's feet to the fire. So as a result of that, they feel comfortable. Even when they are misleading the public, when they are lying consistently, nobody is there to checkmate them, because those who supposed to checkmate them are going after their consultancy deals. They are going after their friendship. They are going after what they are able to benefit from those in power. And as a result of that, the commoners are left suffering. Yesterday we were sitting here after the show, sitting here looking. I saw the PCC, not PCC, but MCC pick up food with marketers, markets in it, and they were driving it to the MCC office. You know how many common people who are left with the quotation that let me leave my own way go. Many Liberians are today living their own way God. They are waiting for 2029 to express their anger because the people that they are even supposed to trust are not leading the way. What is the government? What is the opposition doing?
He got to even tell the people to wait for
2029
is a disappointment.
So the people must wait. You come in power.
Yeah.
So if you come in power and do them the way the other government doing it, they will also have to wait for another election.
So what's the guarantee that the people will live up to 2029? Do you know how many things happen in 1 year? We tell people to wait for 6 years, and you know. But
even under 2 years under this administration, you know what the government have done. The government's action have led to the death of many Liberians.
And what the opposition can say, the biggest opposition party chairman can say, the people feel on their own merit. Look at that nonsense. Absolute nonsense. The guy got to buckle up. He has to double up. He has to demonstrate that he's prepared to be the chairman of an opposition party in a hostile, radical environment like Liberia.
You can be an opposition political party chairman and you be diplomatic. No,
no, you can be diplomatic, but you have to be conscious. It's a consciousness that pushes you to action. Or you can be lukewarm. No, you can't be like that. That means there's a drawback. There's something holding you back. Oh yeah. Invisible hands are pulling you back.
Maybe the same thing are making your man how you call him Kanye to cross from one point to another.
No, don't be mentioning
the consultancy deal.
In serial con, Kanye that yeah, me people can say that that it's something about Kanye then the thing is too penny that I can get really vexed. Yeah, it's too penny.
Let's talk to a few persons here. I'm sure this is Man CC. Oh, Man CC left the line. 0776 104 104 86 500 104. The numbers. You can call us on right here and be a part of the conversation here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu and Yega.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Today, you guys spoke to the core of the issue of today. And to be frank, take a mobile model and put in this bill, Jangaku, you will see a different thing will happen. There is lack of innovation because people are only after their selfish and self-seeking interest. No interest of the people. Why is it guaranteed that the people will throw towards you because you promote who? Because you are protecting. Yesterday, you were saying that people on trial and error. And you are not taking any action. I think Jangaku time is out and you need to lead. If he cannot lead, imagine Jefferson Kofi was on ground, what was going to happen? So Jangaku should stop making more of the people. With Africa, 100,000 people will be destroyed. Nothing is done. Look at Red the other day.
The same government, the same Unity Party that demolished the homes of people there in Fendel. Yeah, my brother. The same Unity Party that demolished the homes of people there in Fendel that put breading on the CDC government. That the same Unity Party here today.
Yeah, but guess what? Right? The CDC came apart the empathize of Fendel, right? But let's talk about the CDC in opposition and what did that CDC do to prevent the Unity Party onslaught on poor people in district number 5, Monserrado County, the 72nd barrack facility that up to now.
Even right here, Abu.
Right? Let's go to district number 10, the Peace Island. Peace Island became a borough today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You've lost all of that one. You're sitting full in your hand,
protecting
whatever that you have. Compromise.
No,
stand up for the people.
Abu, thank you so much. I think, Abu, your voice this morning is very necessary. What makes the CDC? CDC is not what it is now. That is not the CDC we know. That's not the CDC. CDC its foundation is based on the revolutionary stuff. For a chairman to go in studio, all the people are failing. They have failed.
Yeah,
And because
people fail on their own merit. So they go away. So like when people owe him, they away. They don't come vote 2029. Then you go back.
So I don't know whether the struggle is about just coming to power or protecting the ordinary people.
No, it's about power. I mean, from the lens of Jangako, it's just about power. That way,
good morning.
Power.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Peter, sir.
This is a God here. You got it right. I want to say thank you the money for your conversation. But you know the way you guys now, they're thinking now, we're thinking now, the limited time we got to engage. But okay, let me just start with the issue of that or authoritarianism. What it was the general trying to use to describe the dictatorship.
No, that is not part of our conversation, man.
That thing was just
we're talking about how the
thing
opposition
we had,
is feeling the Liberian people suffering, they're dying on a daily basis. The opposition has compromised, they're not standing up. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly. So
you get foolish children like Paulina crying and talking nonsense around the place because they're feeling the pressure.
Yeah, because the president is carrying on a kind of power leadership, and then the opposition is
but they're not stealing money, paying play in Lopa, saying you won't be representative. Nonsense.
they get the friends of Patrick.
Yeah, but let me say this now. This is a new dispensation. All you guys are allowed to do now, some of us who are praising the storm and standing up, we just need to get a way to coordinate efforts and for someone to be connected at all. Because people in the past who were taking the struggle, maybe for some reason they have become compromised and they don't want to, to show up to the public.
So the young people got to take the boo. They got to seize the moment.
We are taking the move by the hall.
Just like Madani. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Sir. Let's talk to somebody
Madani
else.
is an eye opener. It's a wake up call to the world against oppression and suppression. Good morning.
Abu, how you doing?
Fine. Let's hear you.
You know the president spoon-fed, and they are using rubber stamp on him now. Regarding the CDC, the CDC is sitting supposedly thinking that 2029 will be something that will have interest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't work, you will not eat. They don't have to say supposedly looking at 2029 will win.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean they can't do it. They can't depend on that. They have to start working now. Going to the other chairman, the chairperson in the other counties, and start working.
Okay.
The chairman is supposed to do that. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. So just imagine a society where how you call Akagwe decides not to talk anymore, right? Kev Hassan, Isaac Doe, Jefferson Chesson, right? And then Freedom FM decide to shut off. So what happened? You feel the people, like your whole country, you only get 4 or 5 voices. We just close our mouth. So Liberian people will suffer, they will die, everything. Is it? Then you wait for 2029. All of you come on the ballot. People will consider you. Good morning, my brother.
Let's talk to somebody from this line right here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Let me tell you something about why I really want to commend you when it comes to Jangako and witnessing. I really letting for that people. I'm expecting to send you for you to buy who was on the money. Because I'm the one who told the platform where that you were doing the grand review and sharing water. So my name is Walking Sleeping, by the way. But then, if people get killed, and when they put you in the community, they see this, you face, when they see you in the community, they can laugh at all 2 words, no straight. The people can just look at our faces, they know that we're suffering. You hear all of this platform, we ain't carrying away to that part of the. But I know that I'm asking for something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking for something. Yeah, I'm asking for something.
That's symbolism. Now what you're on, you're trying to symbolize.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're tired.
You see how they want it looking? I want them and one liar in there. They they had to do all the street. People they're laughing when I came back to my community here. They start laughing. Well, they're not easy. They're not in school. One person they somebody that has and they say,
oh yeah, thank you very much. I agree. Stand is standing, right? Stand is standing, but the government seems to be succeeding against stand by bullying them and always tagging them. And the opposition is not rallying with stand. They're saying like a stand thing. I mean, there's a fragmentation in the opposition. It's not holding. We need that Magdalene voice. The people are suffering. The people are dying. Stand up. If the institution can do it, be an individual, stand up. Liberians will rally. This conversation is about political consciousness. Young people who have the argument, this is an opportunity for you. Identify with the masses. The government is repressive. It's suffering the people. Go to Gorbachev market. Go to red light. Go see the people snowing beyond their markets. Go see the people. Go and see Liberian people. We bad people say not get nothing to survive. Go at the different parking stations and see the drivers, the chauffeurs, the commercial drivers complaining. Go and see. Go to the hospital. Be that young man. Stand up. Stand up. We need somebody to stand. Baka feels like all is okay. Baka is not getting the vibration. He needs the vibration. You see, it pains me to hear folks in the UP government who don't really admit to the hardship and publicly. Something need to make them afraid to lie. Something need to make them afraid to lie. Something need to make them shame to come to public. That going to happen? No, that's not going to happen. When you have an opposition only waiting for Mr. Weir to say, even Mr. Weir groundbreaking, I think we know you're saying that to your horses. The man had to work the whole week from Monday all the way to that Saturday. President Weir had to go to that groundbreaking to get instruction every day. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu and Hagar. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Richard Bolivar calling from Rwanda.
Go ahead.
Hagar, Abu, I know how discouraging is it. I know how disheartening is it. Well, during the election, right, you people spoke on these same things. You people spoke on this unity party when they come to power, how they will behave. They should not be elected. If any of you are losers left in the election, why your family who are benefited to say, oh, the Liberian people did not listen, that was going to be the only reward to your family.
We are living. We are living. We not even understanding.
I got different face to this. Right?
Go ahead.
Different face. I got different face to this. The Liberian people did not listen to what the message you people preach to them.
Mm-hmm.
Even the community talking about.
So if they don't listen, if they did not, no, I'm coming, my friend.
You know,
in a democracy, everybody have the rule, everybody have the responsibility. Political organizations and institutions, they have their responsibilities. That's what we are holding them back. To be a political party, right?
Yeah.
There are
agree,
a certain thing that you have to do. To be a civil society, there's a certain thing. So everybody should sit down and say, oh, because Liberian people did not listen. In other countries, American people did not listen. They voted Trump. And now the American people correcting it. Look at the election in America. Right? Look at how the Democrats are sweeping the election. They are listening. They did not listen, but they are responding.
Abu, the people got a system here. The people got a system.
My man, we get system here too. We get system here too.
We don't have system over there. We don't have. Abu, if the people who are people go through records and study people, they aren't in Liberia there. My man, then they learn. They will learn it. If they call and political party got strategy to attack, they will not just go to because we just lost power, we just go.
No. I disagree with you. If you say the people should, if you abandon, no, 1 minute, my friend. So you are saying they should abandon the people, the people should go through their suffering, then you can't turn it on it now.
They did not listen. Said they did not listen. they will remain on the CDC ready to go and come up. Let's say the opposition can come up to listen to the plan. They will go through it, my man. My literature teacher told me when you can listen to your ear, that your ear you will listen. They will go through it.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. It's fair, brother.
Let's talk to David King from here. David, morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
My brother, I don't know, one of brother man. We got to stay in this country. Nobody is saying we don't have system. So all of the messages that you guys are giving on the radio on a daily basis, you think that those messages are not resonating? If we were to go to a midterm election in this country, the Liberian people will vote your way. All what you have said, I think it is glaring. I mean, you don't need a rocket scientist to tell people that Joseph Walker has brought total comfort to the country. He has brought hardship, and he has brought.
My man, African governments are like turtle. You don't put fire on their back, they will not work.
So we need a party like our party CDC. We don't need a diplomatic chairman. We need a radical chairman. With no disrespect to Jangako, but I think Jangako is more like diplomatic. We need a radical to lead a party so that we can put this failed United Party, this corrupt United Party, fit to the fire.
Okay.
Look at the money Madani that was just stole. 429,000. She went and wrote people Nina and said they were part of a board meeting. And the people said, we're never part of it. Today, she working scot free as common minister.
And I love
so I think we need radical.
And this conversation is not only limited to the
Okay.
CDC.
Thank you,
all
thank
other
you, David.
opposition. The how you just wake up, you can just be voting for all kind of people. I put on a can wake up, nobody know them. Wake up, say
Good morning.
go vote for them.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Abu. I think you guys the show is very strategic this morning, and I want to say thanks to all of you. Don't get to America seriously. There's no strategy. The city is weak. Because the city is weak, this is why the government is taking advantage. And the city should understand whatever the government is planning on, that she will never come back to power. This is what they planned. This is part of their strategy. And if you're not careful, they're going to do it. And the reason why the city is actually weak is because when the leader, Jonathan Knight himself, is weak. They don't understand that he will accept it in 2029. They know that.
So, but listen, so are you saying no? Everything should be George Weah. So what is the function of the leadership that George Weah put together? The men and women that he put around the table. So to talk at George Weah Mokan talk, to be haircut at George Weah Mokan be haircut, to go have rally at George Weah Mokan. So when will Janga develop a face for himself that when he talks, the country shake? All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man, the institution is there. Use the platform. Use the platform. You know what I mean, to be chairman of CDC. Then when you toss there, nobody can shake.
Let's talk to this person. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
When you remember yesterday, well, actually, I was one of the people in the when I hear them speaking, they're not speaking to us. They're new. Let us say that. Let us say what government. They put your government in the fire. They have your city. They have to win it. When I hear them,
they even giving Alvin Wizard support. Tracy Vincent, Jay Borden, they even giving them support. And they say, oh yeah, you're doing well. I think. Look at the other young lady that were insulting George Weah all over the place. All I'm saying, they doing nothing. You have to take these young men to put that one in your right place. You can open your mouth again anymore. So that's how the institution, the organization got to be. You can't say diploma. It doesn't say that queer people party or CDC. That regular people, that masses, right? That masses is an embodiment of every sector of the society. The people who not get home, the people who in the street, the people who this, the people who that all of them party there. Oh, you're trying to distinguish the party. You're civil lana. Oh, you're native bourgeois. So your own attitude, you gotta. I don't fall for that thing. You say, oh, the West African people didn't vote for the party. Oh, yeah, they didn't vote for you now, right? But now the people they voted for, they put turning their back and breaking their homes. That's when you go and stand with them. Whether you win or you don't win, but they will remember that in their moment of depression, you stood with them. Then they will value your organization. A lawmaker is a CDC lawmaker. You don't get in the kind of support. You will go there and speak in mesmerizing tone. When listening to Blue talking, I say, hey, yeah, boy, in our situation, what you do? Blue can stand pressure already. When Blue won't desire to stand out down there, the man squeezing small. The man who check the plug for on speaker in John and all of that. In plugging Richard Coon speaker. That man, then he can stand up. Say, oh, the Blue only go, my people, you know, we are talking to the people, so la. But give Blue that kind of courage and support. You see Blue tend to song now, revolutionary over there. You see that ball, turning serious battlecraft, moving the masses into history. But the man won't go stand there. The man ready to run it hard for him. Eh? When they bring tear gas, Blue run. But let's take some more calls, man. It's disappointing, you know what I mean? We're risking and everything coming here, targeting people, family and teen. So if you know you're compromised by certain things, you'll leave the stage. Good morning. Rational Lassie. Morning.
Morning.
This is Washington Soul. I call from Israel. Let me appreciate it. You guys said it all this morning. I don't know why the opposition are doing. Because real disappointment was for a minister in the government to rape a 14-year-old child. The opposition do anything until all the president that means are free. It's all kinds of things.
You can imagine that thing also with CDC government.
Yeah, it's so far.
TD boys got missing. The people turn that story and lie, say that the entire on the president, they make it news in the time. Then weird thing happened. They got passing around, they make him go to cigar bar and sit down and smoking. The late child and her parents.
Yeah, they missed it with just not to lie on the they missed it out to the people die. Then the opposition you're passing here. They all like what you're waiting. You got out of leader in the opposition. Just tell the leader you won't follow. And none of the protest will come there. So why are you doing
Yeah.
All right, thank you, man. And the thing is, don't make it say like, oh, they are people asking you for money. You listen to one of the callers, the man say, symbolically to demonstrate how hurt they are, he had to put bricks on his head to move. You know what that means? You know the message behind that? 2 years time, you see people two things walking from their community, coming all the way Congo. Say, yeah. They need you as that voice to come in the space. Ask the government a hard question. Government, have you done this for the people? No. Government,
good morning.
You won't do this for the people.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Go ahead. We okay.
Thank you. This morning, just found a way to put you people on my back this morning for the liberation. The point here is that even your child you born, you go up somebody beating. Because you may say so, you can't go and ask what happened, what unfolded.
Then you put a blame on the child.
How the child will come and say, my pa, anything people do to me, my pa can't talk. That I go, that we're looking. Today we got to full those are the steps. Yeah, mind the steps. We got to walk foot to foot at this church. 101. I get them comfort. But that's all they can. Then you want to tell you. Anytime you tell you, look at my part there. Thank you people this morning for your.
Thank you.
Thank you. God for this morning. May God bless. This fellow here we are talking.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Okay, let's take 3 more calls and then we can make transition. Good morning.
Good morning, and Abu Sherry, and let me say good morning to you and Higa. The nearest rabbi, popular known as political slatter in Bremerville. I called you this morning from the temporary headquarters of the Maricon Quarantine. You know, Abu, let me appreciate you for continuing to inform the Liberian people. Actually, I'm going to agree with you. The CDC is the biggest political institution in this country. Sits in opposition, needs to be fair boss because power does not come with silver platter. These guys are acting reckless. They are recklessly running the country out of arrogance, and they are putting people in zero economic or devastation. The whole entire country is
economic paralysis.
Enigma.
An enigma.
People working in the street are dying for Parker is building a condominium. People are being making people homeless. They're raping our kids, children, and they are doing DNA. They are being vindicated. So the citizen need to reorganize and restructure and go into the cookies and all of them put into the opposition political party to be Republican.
How many months? 1 minute. 1 minute. How many months we broke the news about a mysterious condominium in the forest of Foya? Nobody has mounted. 1 minute, Masisi. Nobody has mounted the necessary pressure to compel the government does not even feel compelled to say a thing about it. They're misquoting, conflicting each other. One person say that MRU, another person say that presidential, another person say I don't know nothing about you.
Okay, Masisi morning. We okay, man?
Abu Sherry. No, people are very off. This is Masisi to the public of the only land. No, so they posted a no for rest. But they love your play actually. I posted no boat, they posted a sorting situation. They have to pitch themselves to study in this country. They say no all. So the best even for one war. I would have to say I can pronounce it more than he. I don't want to. Here we are that. Celebrate to go one war. And that's for that is far. Everybody outside that. No food. People are worried. When you go to a bad, but the line, yes, it's not to the president. Everything is in the pocket. Everything is not well. And then people die in the street. People do a getting for anything. When you went, why are they after? There is sleep. After. They million, what they who in the back what for are starving. They say they came, I'm for that about you. Until you can't buy. And your people there, right? They have a table in every then you can over and say, the boy is stop up. It's never for you next, it's never for you. They say you can fool and want to rape and make them want to rape to win a child. All the brothers say, oh, we got everything, got it, and we got everything in our mom, we put one war also, everyone will come and tell them they are sorry today. In this country, on platform. It's all this great to live at the post and no post. It's all this great, it's stop. There's great on that time to you. And you will be sharing their platform.
All right.
This is for in that house. It will not work before they put their and that will pass in that house.
All right, man.
All right. Then you
Finally to this person. Morning. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, I'll pick you after this person. Sorry.
My man, your background is terrible. If you can't adjust, we'll have to let you go.
Let's talk to this person from the WhatsApp line. Sorry that I had to hold you on for over 3 minutes.
No problem. Yeah, good morning. Good afternoon. From the UAE. Yeah, already is our president. I don't know. Is this dialogue or what? Because we are in the October, and they invited 20 African leaders, and they spoke about tourism. So when I check the website, I go on there. So right after the location vice president of Baba coming to UAE to discuss our bilateral relationship. So I don't even know. They come for the main program. I don't know if the minister of foreign affairs is not comfortable for game or what.
Thank you, my man. That foreign minister can lie. The more lie on Nicotel scholarship. Like, yeah, that American man, all they say, they go whole press conference and the man coming to the country. And men are coming to the country for waiting. You see? Then you get Sir Joseph and Senator of Monserrado County. You say he formed party. You won't be president in the country. A county that elected you, senator, twice now, right? This place here, Hotel Africa, people getting homeless. You say you form political party, and I will see some people passing behind people like Sir, Sir, you're a friend. But we gotta put all the friendship because we're telling people in government to put aside friendship. We are saying gotta put aside friendship. Me, anybody won't be my friend at your business. But we felt in the society, we have to come in and speak for our people. Sir, you think you worth? What you think? All of you that can be following behind Sir Joseph. What is Sir Joseph cared? I'm making speak for a people. He's in opposition political party male. You won't be president too. Monserrado County. The government create job for your constituents. The government create employment. The people suffer for years. They hold the bay. The people breaking it. One day, yes, Sir Joseph open a mall, advocate for Monserrado people, the fire victims. Yes, Sir Joseph thought one day for the flood victims. Yes, Sir Joseph thought one day for the people whose homes are being broken down with bulldozers. No. In a country like Liberia, when Satan said they won't be president, the nation can boo him. The society can turn their back. They reject him. Sir has failed. Sir leaving the CDC shadow has exposed how he cares less about the people. Sir is doing this to protect his trucks and machines with accelerometer. Oh yeah, we're not gonna sit down here one man can't pass it around. You know how many communities and people Sir Joseph have lied to in this town? Huh? Or is someone you're still going for Sir Joseph? Yes, Sir Joseph. West Point people, he promised the people. Oh, you think the people don't forget? Sir. PH people, all the people he passing around, he promising you go, you highlight. See erosion, see victims. Lie to the people. So where is the opposition voice now? Sir, you say you live in the CDC. You in the CDC, they think the CDC doing you like you come and do something different. So where is the difference? You're a senator of Monserrado County.
To wind down with the government to suppress the masses is part of the difference.
Or you only establish your party to dilute the CDC and sit down in your corner and maintain your contracts and your trucks at B Mountain and other places while you make the millions and your bosses in the mine and your trucks. So Sir Joseph and truck to accelerometer when the train comes and dump the iron ore, then they put it in Sir Joseph and truck. Sir Joseph and truck will carry it to the ship. Now, plenty of money they get from there. So, Sir will now advocate for you in this case 70, even though you elected him as your senator. But Sir say you now form your own party. People Action, I know People Action Party. What the action Sir Joseph not take? I see a chairman can be dressing, passing up and down whole day and say Action Party. What the action you not take? Where? Who the other person you can say they form party? All of them only forming parties to have a seat on the table to share the Liberian people cake. A society where people are only forming party not to stand up against the masses, but rather to just give them a space or a voice to pledge support. Somebody was telling me, I've not confirmed, that Sir Joseph said the whole presidential ambition, all of you that are passing beyond Sir Joseph up and down, it may say that your whole passing up and down your own, when Bwaka say he's not running, he won't be president. Then that's your hope. When Bwaka say he's not running, I think he will run. I see your man there. Who gave that man party? How you put your signature there to get that man party? Did Sir actually raise the signature required, or he went to some other party, they take their old list, they give it to him, then he submitted it with neck? Country, that's a serious issue. What more we need to expose about Bwaka? We expose everything. How are you utilizing what the media is revealing? How is the civil society using the informations, the leaks that the media is revealing to pressure the government to deliver and, of course, ensure that you influence government policies? The government invites civil society organizations to different stakeholder conversations and things. How are you mainstreaming the interest of the Liberian people into this conversation to affect policies and programs? Right? Oh, you only care for your big cars, your limousines, and your air-conditioned homes. When they're in the air-conditioned home, current coming in their community, they go on social media, they praise the government. Oh, yeah, current, yeah, because you get your air-conditioned home. You're not buying gas. So you see, the advocacy is limited to what directly benefits them. So the masses are suffering. Need your leader, need your face. The country need your voice. This is not our first time talking about this. The other time again, we'll continue to have these conversations. And if it lands well, fine. If it doesn't, fine. But we know some way, somehow, we are triggering the desire in somebody somewhere. Maybe that child is still in the university reading. Maybe that child is somewhere. Maybe that individual is sitting somewhere preparing, but they're putting their nose together. But Liberia need you now. Stand up. What kind of president you have? In under 2 years, he has made over 20 useless travels. He has attracted 0 to the country. All of the sectors remains in shambles. Right? A government that takes painting as an achievement, structure that other people suffer to build, and they try to put it down. When you go put paint on it, you say, oh, you not change the country. Look at mediocrity. Look at that. You driving that taxi. What is the hope for you? What is the environment created that in the next 5 years, you will transition from that taxi cab to something better? What is the transition that the day you're not even driving that taxi, your children or your child that you're not born, you're able to sustain and take care of them? At the end of the day, these children are dashed in the street. And then other members of the society start calling your children names. Street children, this, that, calling them. How do you feel? How do you feel? Liberians, you gotta wake up. You gotta open your eyes. You gotta stop settling for these flimsy, non-issues. Who told you CDC is your problem? The people you vested and surrendered your authorities told to deliver for you when they're failing, and they come and say CDC, then you say, you need to call them out, you need to condemn kids like Daniel Sando, Cornelia Kratupa. Who is Cornelia and her pa? Her pa is raping the labor sector. Raping the labor sector. Cornelia has allegedly corrupted the Ministry of State. 24 ghost names up to now. We can see the human beings collecting salaries for them. You took other people's mind and power for one job to go put ghost names there to build duplex in New Jersey. And those kids still have the guts and the face to be talking as authorities in the country. That is the most disgusting part about it. And no men in the country, all of you not even women, you're not tend to kids. All of you passing around. Only talk beyond people by. You can't talk even. You can't stand up. Nobody. What about playing our part? You know they're scared of us, nigga.
Hmm?
The fools in power, they're afraid of us. And now when they yell, when we meet us, you won't bring nonsense. Because I know I get the
No,
fact.
but also part of the radical approach now. We're not using no diplomacy, no professionalism, no. Go radical.
Put it in their faces. As all of them have encountered me, maybe personally, and try to bring their nonsense up. Put it in their faces. You're killing the country, raping the country, damning everybody hope, no prospect. Kill a burn the chest and just lead the country and go sit down elsewhere. But the wave of nationalism across the world now makes everybody want to come home. You think some of you in America, y'all won't stay there, you won't come home. But every day you tend to like, bro, you're hearing so terrible news.
Mm-hmm. Nothing encouraging you to come to the country.
Terrible news. Some of you are working hours. As soon as you work, you go, you pull it back in the system. You work, you go, you put it back in the system. Your family, you don't even know what you're going through.
And some of you
afraid to tell them because you know you cannot meet their financial demands. But also you want to maintain the impression that you're in America, you're doing well. We know what you're going through. You're going through a lot. You have to have a movement. The environment has to be created here where you can come back, you relocate. Your small little saving you pull into business that nobody will haunt you because you supported party X or party Y. Nobody will refuse you to give you contract because you are affiliated with party S, party W. Where you sit down in America, whole day you having diaspora conference, right? You think the people are supposed to be living in the diaspora forever? What environment you creating for them to be able to come home? And all of them too, the on that side, they just join into the politics with that kind of call here way. They are saying, oh, they're talking their own point. They even get no foresight. A lot of you don't have foresight. You can just talk limit in that kind of limited form just about today. Eh? They say come back home and you're scared to come to your own country. But when you sit down, you say, oh yeah, they probably doing well. They wanna eh? No man, it's disheartening.
And the thing is, Abu, it is just clear because many of those guys outside of the country who sometimes want to come back to their country, the test case is trying to open a business or organization here in Liberia. See the difficulties you go through just to register your business. See the kind of bureaucracy that you have to encounter just to register your business. So you looking at all of these things, you think this is the Liberia that you want? This is the Liberia that you want to travel to and live in? Like Abu said, many of you, to where you are constrained. But you just have to be there because you are not, because the country too that you're supposed to come and live in is terrible. So you prefer the lesser evil than the greater one. So nothing is changing, but because of your political ties, you feel like you can put lake, you can sink somebody, and then you think that's how things work. Liberia and Liberians have to actually rethink. If we must ensure that this country is better, we all must rethink. Or whatever, you must be able to rethink. You can't continue to sit and praise sink, and then you think that's how Liberia can be transformed.
Seriously, brother. Everybody just seems to be like, there are two things. So you have to decide, okay, for me, I don't think anything will work for me, so I have to be opposition.
Yeah, I have to be opposition.
Me, I can't stand it.
I have a crossover, yeah.
Me, I can't stand it. They think, yeah. Then you cross over. How you live in your country like that? No hope, no prospect. No hope, no prospect, nothing. Whether Liberians in the diaspora, Liberian here, you Liberian in the diaspora, your success is rested solely on the kind of environment and the conducive nature of the environment at home. It reduces your stress. It supports your growth because you know what, you're able to extend. The biggest way to grow faster is to multiply revenue streams. You can't just be doing that, and old folks home job in America, 24/7, taking paralyzed people, heavy people, doing all kind of things, cleaning other people and things, right? That's your job. It's dignifying because it's paying your bills. But you want to do it for some time. You can't be complacent with that, right? You want to take the papers. You want to take the papers from Liberia. You want to read about prospects and opportunity. Then you rally. You come. You say, "Oh, let's go into this venture." But your rights should also be maintained. But when you come to the society, what is the hope? You go to the U.S. State Department report. You go to World Bank report on Liberia. You go to IMF report on Liberia. You get a small money. You scared. Where you come in put it? That whole. The people you come in hire as money. And you okay? And some of you are on live defending the old man. The old man is rescued. The old man needs to feel the pressure. He needs to feel the pressure. And we got some useless guys will be passing around. Oh yeah, you talk tired. No, yeah, we'll talk tired, but we'll see the fact. We're convinced because our audience shape accounts for not less than 30 to 45,000 listeners every morning for the 2 hours 30 minutes on this show. Our assessment have shown that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So every morning we're having these critical conversations. We're changing minds, we're changing hearts, we're changing souls, we're touching people. We're touching them. And the time will come. The time will come. Let me say this to the United Party oligarchy. The time will come. Men will rise up. They will be very young. They will be young. They will not be in the class of the people that you have compromised. They wouldn't have contract. They wouldn't have any relationship with you where you need to get in contract to LWSC, you need to get in contract to public, where you need to get a no. The students will rise up. The younger boys will rise up. They will stand up. They will stand up for dignity. They will stand up for their rights. They will go for you. They will demand their power. They will demand their power. That power that's supposed to work to emancipate them, to give them hope in their country, to make them feel proud of being Liberian. They will demand aid. Oh yes, you will feel unsafe. You feel uneasy to live here. That's what will happen. You think we are happy? We're not happy with the way the country is running, right? The keke, the texted, everything is on. People are listening, and they know deep down they feel this pain. Because when you go to the nearby school, people who used to send their children to school in Monrovia, they are able to foot their bills.
Mm-hmm.
They take the children and get them in community schools. Even in the community schools, they're doing it on CPA. You think that what define Liberian? You think that how Liberian define? You think that is the actual Liberian story? You think that is the Liberian story? And you want to settle for that? The country is prepared to settle for that? Beggars. Look, people have reduced to beggars. Responsible people are constrained to be begging people for $10, $20. Oh, by that is to buy one bag of rice and put it, and you sit down, you have a group of people running the country. Anyhow, any way they feel, right? Even they themselves, it's difficult on them. I know about government institutions that have not taken pay for 2-3 months. They are there, right? They're all pretending. Nobody is giving them the opportunity to freely express themselves for the government to feel it. You know what is happening now, Hega? Folks are afraid because of the terrible repetition of the government to even attract and talk to friends to bring investment in the country. They say, you bring the people, they will corrupt from the people. Then your need will spoil, your relationship with the people will spoil. So how you create job for the layman? Every day, people got to come sit down on Kerry Street You see able-bodied men, 10, 15, 20, 30 men sitting somewhere the whole day from in the morning to in the evening. They're doing unnecessary or impactful lectures and discussion. Right? Some people defending their stomach. Some people hoping for 2029. Some people, all kind of things. Look at what you reduce Liberian to. Able-bodied men. Look at what you reduce them to. Get down the street. Even as we're talking right now, some of you on Tessie coming from Banner Virginia, coming to Monrovia. What a hope. Coming by around from ministry to ministry. Some of you apart from the ministry, the whole day at the end of the day, you go to even get $20 hard. Give you $5. You rock keke, you go back Bannerville. You put $200 for driver. Then later I can, oh, Papa, the mosquito call Finio. The $50 buy mosquito call.
So now you're not even there.
Then your wife went, oh, only my data Finio. The 400 about data. The father blow off. Look at your life. And you still celebrating government? And you still clapping for government? What are Liberians like this? Sierra Leoneans can be like this. Guineans can be like this. Ivorians can. Ghanaians will never. Nigerians forever will never ever accept to be slaves by their leaders. They will stand up no matter what. When in Liberia, when you try to do it, then they call you names. We are smart, we are young, we are bright, we are intelligent. The regime will celebrate having us to just shut our mouth. You know how many attempts they made? We got principles, we got values. I've told people, somebody you think you can bully me into silence by calling me sedition or CDC journalist. That will feel ashamed. Then I will start forcing myself to sound to your like, to sound like you nonsense. In fact, you are telling me that, oh yeah, you are doing well. The fact that you are even attaching me to a masses party like CDC, that means you're telling me, oh yeah, my man, you're doing well, you're standing with the people, and that's where I want to be. That's nonsense. Nobody should settle for that. Nobody should be afraid. But it's a difficult thing. When you just program your life that, oh, me, I wake up in the morning, I get my late beer money, I go on the beer table, I drink one or two bottles, then I go, I get my West money, cook pepper soup, I cook dry, and then I come, the next day I go. So me, I won't be talking to my man, anything here, and that says here, and thing, he settle for dry and beer. The next 5 years, you know to achieve anything in your life. To you back up or pin set to pin your whole you ain't. They say, yeah, all right, I can get my dry and my late beer, and then I get my small data. Say data is life. Look at.
You said the post to be on Facebook plenty.
This is what we have. This is the country. This is Liberia today. And everybody making fun out of it. And even the professionals can't say anything. And everybody like that. And people you expect, they have the education. You know what? Education is power. Education, look at the smaller education we get. We brave like it. Then imagine. So you can imagine. But then imagine the people who get the B1, the other one here calling the one that the fund ministry now. With all that education passing around, lying, saying you pay 100 school September and October. You finish power in November 5. You go learn plenty of book. You can't lie into your own people. Foreign minister, you lie. You say, oh, you're going to bring scholarship. No, foreign minister, they're going to bring scholarship. Hey, God, what kind of country is this? The enlightened, the educated people are the ones lying and deceiving and misleading the people. Their voices, there is no voice of moral, no voice of integrity. Look at Dillon. Where is this country going? Tomorrow there will be election, and you will go back and listen to the innuendos and gibberish that these failures and criminals will spew, and then you will go back ignorantly, sentimentally, hatefully, and put your vote for them. So the rest of us, what do you do to our life? That your vote that you overlooking, that your vote you can sell for $10 Lapa and Kobo and $20 US. You can sell your vote for it. Tribalism, you can give your vote all. If that vote is given all because tribal sentiment for the wrong reason and to a man who cannot pronounce reciprocity, you give that vote all only because of your kinsman. Every hope that you dwindle, every vision that you kill and suppress, you pay for it. Accountability, you'll be accountable for your vote. Because small country like Liberia, you look at religious people, you ostracize them, you burn them. Man, a prelate running a humanitarian organization supported by foreign partners outside to have his license or his diplomatic credentials renewed. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is suppressing this old man. I have kept this information, but one day I will pull it also for you to know that the country is running terribly. Mr. Baka is doing danger to Liberia. You can. This man has schools across the country. He has masjid across the country, contributing to humanity, contributing to widows, contributing to the elderly, the disabled, right? The source of funding for that man, your Ministry of Foreign Affairs people have suppressed it for 2 years. Refusing to get a man his lesson. The people dying. Every time the man go, he say, it's not easy. He can't speak out because the political arrangement is vindictive, is witch hunting. He has gone into self-censorship. You know how many of these cases are around the place? So what are you making democracy to seem? When election comes, people will be afraid. People don't want to participate. You are undermining democracy because when people make decisions in democratic processes, when it's over, it's a pure for governance. And you govern all, but you start haunting people based on their democratic choices, denying them, and you all sit and say, oh, it already that, and that they papi. What kind of papi? You know how many decent papi then we are here? They papi wearing BB trousers passing around here.
Yeah, brown trousers.
One color, brown shoe, brown trouser with that Lapa shirt. You all remember that Lapa shirt?
I seen shit that he plays that in 100 this car would not get stopped.
Yeah, that Lapa shirt. Well, tire, if that Lapa could talk, he would say, hey, papi, wear the other clothes now. Together, you changing, wearing branded clothes, branded shoes,
customized shirts.
No problem. We're a responsible country. We take care of our president, but in return, the president must look after the needs of the people. Do we get that from Mr. Barker? Absolutely not. And what's the opposition doing? They're saying, you fail on your own merit. You fail on your own merit. Come stop on like bro. We'll take a few calls and we'll be out of here, man. Okay. Let's break. Gotta go.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of the boy. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Saya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia. We're having some little internet problems. Okay.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up. We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants. We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks. We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed. New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us. So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
And this is the message from the victory speech of Zara Madani, New York's mayor-elect. But hey guys, this is it, folks. The intent of our conversation is to positively inspire. It's not to create any kind of feeling. But equally, we do not apologize for the small-minded ones who see our conversation as anything, that must create a room for animosity. We need a better Liberia. We need a change. We need a proactive environment that works, speaks, and stands with the people. You don't neglect the people, you turn your back on the people, and then you come back as what? Liberator. But here, guys, we gotta go, man. Time is up.
Tomorrow is holiday. We're taking.
Tomorrow is holiday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is November 1st Wednesday.
First Thursday.
Thursday in November.
Yes. So.
5 weeks to remember the holidays because there were monies in our pockets. Holidays are moment you want to rest and go. But now who cares? People want to come out every day and want to do something because they don't have the reason to stay home. But again, we have to stay home because
so for the November 29th, there are plans. I'm working tirelessly to ensure that we can have 3 of your favorites in Big Brother Naija House here in Monrovia. So 3 of your faves will be here, including the winner, Imisi, the ladies man Koi, and the mother of the house, Big Suso. So they will be here from the 28th to the 30th. So they will spend the November 29th with us, and we will all enjoy together. So tickets reservation have started. You just have to start. It's just for small money. You can get your ticket. The hub has been created on the internet always. So tables are also being reserved. So you get your 5-man group. You want to go take your table. You can call and reserve your tickets or your tables and all of that. But we'll start giving you out the numbers for tickets reservation and tables reservation beginning Monday. So all of what it takes now, the media publicity, the ticket sales. We want to start doing ticket sales from the 20th. So, but let's get prepared, get ready. At least keep your $15, your $25 for your holiday. 2 events: the meet and greet, where you have the opportunity to take pictures with your people. Will be there on the 28th when they arrive, and then the 29th you will have to party with them, and we will hopefully be having DJ YC, Commissioner DJ YC from Nigeria is going to be the DJ for the night. So too many good things.
Okay, so that is just a tip. The actual conversation is going to continue. So we're going to do the build up and all of that. So Hagar is one of the lead organizers of that event. So as soon as they're done with all of the behind the scenes preparations and all that, you get all the information. So please come and support. These people that were on your television set, they entertain you.
It took 3 months.
It's an opportunity to have a sit with them, to have a moment. That person that kept you glued to your television.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity to meet with them. And courtesy of our DSTV man, Hagar, Biro Naija ambassador. The man when Nigeria, you say you're bringing people, so you're bringing the people come in, show up.
And the good thing is, Liberia is the first country that any 10 over 10 season housemate will be traveling to since the show ended. They've been on a tour in and around Nigeria, but to leave from Nigeria to go out, Liberia is going to be the first country to host any of them. So it's a plus. So it tell you how much work I did. So if you made me president, I can better represent Liberia than Baka being president. So.
Hey man, I'm going to represent okay. Anyway, but when the country feeling too much, everybody can start developing the aspiration to be president. Everybody wants president.
No, but if I can leave from here and go out represent Liberia and be able to attract,
Baka can go Kosovo.
Baka can go and we can sign gentleman agreement. Then what the difference is?
Okay, my brother. But folks, we'll be here after the holiday. Until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye bye.